Happy Monday, everybody. My name is Brandon Rosa, and welcome to another episode of the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. Every Monday, this podcast covers new game releases, the previous week's gaming news, and we all learn an Xbox-related fun fact together. This show is on podcast services around the world, so please subscribe on your favorite and leave a review. XboxIn10.com, no numbers, is your quick source for links to all of our podcast destinations and social media profiles, which you can follow at XboxIn10. To start, let's talk game releases. The games coming out this week include Obey Me, Gato Roboto, Brutal Rage, Help Will Come Tomorrow, Deliver Us to the Moon, MotoGP 20, Sunless Sea, Submariner Edition, War Theater, Doug Hates His Job, Quest Hunter, Arcoaca, The Path of Light, and Corn Undying Thoughts. New games coming soon to Xbox Game Pass for PC include Deliver Us to the Moon, Gato Roboto, Gears Tactics, big first-party release, Hyperdot, Levelhead, The Long Dark, Machinarium, and leaving on April 30th is The Banner Saga 2, Bomber Crew, Full Metal Furies, Ruiner, Silence, The Whispered World 2, and Smoke and Sacrifice. Now onto last week's biggest news stories, and we have 7 to go over this week. Number 1. Microsoft's Cyberpunk-themed Xbox glows in the dark. Tom Warren at The Verge writes, Microsoft's Cyberpunk-themed Xbox glows in the dark. Microsoft has created a limited edition Xbox One console that's styled in the theme of Cyberpunk 2077. The console includes decals that glow in the dark, laser etchings, a blue LED light at the front, and custom panels. Microsoft has also created a custom Xbox One controller for the bundle that will be available in June. It's one of the more elaborate Xbox One X custom designs we've seen so far, and it comes just months after Microsoft created a Jordan-themed Xbox for a promotion. You'll actually be able to purchase the Cyberpunk 2077 Xbox One X in June, 3 months ahead of the game's release. Microsoft's trailer for the console, which is dubbed the 1TB Xbox One X Cyberpunk 2077 Limited Edition Bundle, does appear to include a copy of the game that launches in September. While Microsoft doesn't provide pricing or an exact release date, the company has been teasing the console on social media recently. As far as custom Xbox designs goes, to me this is one of the more hideous ones. The controller is very, very sharp, and if I didn't have the Xbox Series Elite 2 controller, I might have considered getting it. Number 2. Fortnite's new season has been delayed. Austin Goslin at Polygon writes, Fortnite's next season has been delayed, Epic Games announced on Tuesday. Epic pushed the start of the new season out more than a month, from April 30th to June 4th. This is the first time that Season 3 has been delayed, but it isn't the first delay for Fortnite Chapter 2. The updated game's first season lasted months longer than was originally planned, with numerous delays hitting on the way to Season 2. While these delays may come as a disappointment to the fans that were excited to see what changes Epic had in store for its upcoming season, the developer says that Fortnite will have plenty of content to keep players busy. In the blog post where it was announced the delay, Epic mentions multiple game updates that will include new challenges, bonus XP, fresh gameplay, and surprises. For now, it's unclear what those things might be, but in the past, Epic has offered things like overtime challenges after delayed seasons, which sometimes gave players next season's Battle Pass for free if they complete the challenges. I'm sure this is disappointing for the hardcore Fortnite fans, but I can't imagine you would argue if you have the opportunity to get the next Battle Pass for free. Hopefully they do the challenges. Number 3. Destiny 2 is getting its own version of the Olympics. Ethan Gotcha Kotaku writes, Destiny 2 is getting a new limited time event called Guardian Games next week. The event will have players try to compete one another for the honor of having their Guardian class represented in the tower for the rest of the year. The Guardian Games were teased in the season's roadmap but didn't have an exact start date until today. Here's what we know from the Bungie site. The event begins April 21st and ends May 12th. You get daily challenges from Eva and Zavala which you complete to earn points. The points you earn will be added to a total for Warlocks, Titans, or Hunters based on what class you're playing as. The class with the most points at the end of the event will have a permanent reminder added to the tower until the end of the year. Prizes will include daily reward packages, a Guardian Games Ghost Shell, and a new exotic machine gun called Heir Apparent. There's also a new set of Guardian Games themed class armor that will be bronze, silver, or gold depending on which class is currently winning the competition, as well as a new set of Guardian armor. While the class items need to be worn while completing challenges in order to earn points, it's not clear yet whether the new armor will drop in-game or need to be purchased from Eververse. One big question that still remains is what daily challenges will consist of. Hopefully they aren't just Bounties 2.0. Before you worry that class-based competition like this will leave Warlocks in the dust, Bungie has confirmed that the number of players will be taken into account so Hunters don't have overwhelming advantage simply because more people like to play as them. In this way, it sounds like it will work similarly to the game's past faction rallies. I did get back into Destiny 2 for a very short and hardcore time, just to beef up for the raid. Me and my friends did the raid one day and I haven't gone back since, although it is because the World of Warcraft grind has consumed me. I do think this is a very cool mode and hopefully players will enjoy it. Number 4. Crysis Remastered coming to Xbox One, PS4, PC, and Switch. Joe Scrabbles at IGN writes, Crytek has officially announced Crysis Remastered for PC, Xbox One, PS4, and Nintendo Switch. Co-developed by Saber Interactive, Crysis Remastered features improved graphics and optimizations for current-gen consoles. This includes high-quality textures, improved art assets, temporal anti-aliasing, SSDO, SVOGI, depth fields, new light settings, motion blur, and particle effects where applicable. There will even be software-based ray tracing. There's no release date yet for Crysis Remastered, but the trailer says that it will be coming soon. Crysis is the big name in gaming for old PC people, championing the phrase, well, can it run Crysis? Given how graphically demanding this game was and beautiful on the PC, it had a big cult following. I did play the second one on Xbox 360 and really enjoyed my time with it. If this came to like Xbox Game Pass, I would definitely give it a shot. Number 5. GTA 6 reportedly early in development, may launch smaller and expand with regular updates. Austin Wood at Games Radar writes, GTA 6 is reportedly early in the stages of development, and compared to recent entries in the series, it may wind up being more of a live service title like GTA Online. A new report from Kotaku, which follows up on its investigation into a culture of crunch described by many Rockstar employees, also discusses the studio's plans for the future. In particular, it notes that the Rockstar management has outlined a plan for the next GTA. It's worth noting that the Kotaku report never refers to it as GTA 6, just as a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. For clarity, it will continue to refer to it as GTA 6. The sequel will reportedly be a moderately sized game at launch and then be expanded through regular updates. This makes it sound like Rockstar is planning to integrate the structure and rhythm of GTA Online into GTA's next main release. The thinking is that this will lighten the studio's immediate workload and help mitigate crunch. However, this is just one potential plan for the game, and it seems GTA 6 is still very early in development. It's unclear whether Rockstar will go through with this plan in the first place, nor can we predict how GTA 6 might evolve as it comes into one form. Although the report doesn't have any additional details on a potential GTA 6, the fact is it's so early in development implies it could be well into a next-gen exclusive. If nothing else, this report pours cold water on rumors of an imminent GTA 6 announcement, and with Rockstar still considering how to handle the game as a whole, alleged leaks regarding the content of the next GTA should also be taken with extra salt. Given how big Grand Theft Auto is, I had to include this story even though it's only a rumor. Obviously they are working the next entry, and it is interesting to see that it might launch in smaller and expand with regular updates. GTA Online is one of the biggest forces in gaming and one of the biggest moneymakers, so you will obviously see that expand in the next entry in the series. Number 6. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated launches June 23rd. Chris Moyse at Destructoid writes, Bring it around town. THQ Nordic has announced that the upcoming remaster of SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated will launch on PC and consoles on June 23rd. Confirmation comes after the Microsoft Store announced the date a little ahead of schedule earlier today. This remaster is an overhauled edition of the beloved 2003 PS2 Xbox adventure and sees SpongeBob, Patrick, Sandy on a mission to save Bikini Bottom from the evil Plankton's latest dastardly scheme. Developer Purple Lamp Studios has rebuilt the game from the ground up, giving it an audio-visual overhaul and reinstating previous cut content. I didn't know this game had as big of a cult following as it does. I never played it back in the day as I wasn't the biggest SpongeBob fan, but there are many happy fans awaiting this game. And number 7. Streets of Rage 4 gets April release date. Ryan McCaffrey at IGN writes, Streets of Rage 4, the long-awaited sequel to the classic side-scrolling beat-em-up series, will be released on April 30th for PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch. It will cost $24.99 and will also launch straight onto Xbox Game Pass. The new Streets of Rage is a collaboration between French retro game specialists Lizard Cube, Guard Crush Games, and publisher, co-developer Dotemu. It marks the first new entry in the series since Streets of Rage 3 for the Sega Genesis and Mega Drive, released in 1994. Another game with a cult following that got a release date coming soon. I never played any of these games, but beat-em-ups aren't really my type. As always, we end our show with a fun fact about Xbox, and this one is about a ridiculously priced Xbox console. A Beatles rock band Xbox 360 is valued at over $17,000. This hand-painted Xbox 360 doubles as a fully functional game console and an artwork worthy of putting on display. The brightly colored design features a scene from the introduction to the 2009's The Beatles Rock Band and covers the entire console. Harmonix actually auctioned one off on eBay to benefit Doctors Without Borders, an organization chosen by Ringo Starr, Yoko Ono, Paul McCartney, and Olivia Harrison themselves. Insanely enough, the auction began at just $20.50, but increased to a whopping $17,300. In addition, players who downloaded the All You Need Love DLC were entered into a contest to win one of the consoles and a Rickenbacker 325 controller. Credit to Ellie Nelson on thegamer.com for this fact. Thank you all for listening to the Xbox in 10 podcast, your weekly source of Xbox gaming news covered in around 10 minutes. If you like the show, please subscribe on your favorite podcast service, share it with your friends, leave a review, and follow on all social media at Xbox in 10. This past week I played some Warzone with friends. I've been heavily grinding into World of Warcraft. I played Emily is Away on PC with some friends and began telling lies. My name is Brandon Rosa. You can follow me on Xbox at Rosa93. I hope you all have a great week. Please stay safe and keep on gaming.